What is it?
You don't have to. You already have. A long time ago. These thoughts formed in you somewhere, in a long-forgotten discussion, behind a kitchen table, in the evening light, drinking coffee and smoking, with a friend.
What? But Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
That comforts her. She looks up into the darkness under the nave, then back at you.
Then what is that?
It's nothing. No, it's less than nothing. No.
Then the Pale is... But the gradient, it clearly hasn't started yet. We're here, and the Pale is not. I understand. A theory of the Pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes, like a cancer or a mold. According to this, how long... And information, causing data losses in the East Insulindian front. Have you considered why it's formed in a church? And also when or how it might start growing, or if it has other effects, in addition to sound and data.
An intellectual hunger fills her now, casting...
I also have a question, since we are piling them on. How do you know this? I'm not doubting you. I'm simply curious as to how a detective of the RCM...
knows how to think this.
Of course! A pine wood sarcophagus, or a containment facility of some kind, built by the first settlers. I have considered the same. The bad news is, there were 7 pinewood churches built in the first decade of provincial settlement. Most of them were burnt down during the revolution, or repurposed before, during the suzerain. I'm not saying all of them have one in them, but...
Some of them might. A black grain hanging in the air.
You think the presence of that puncture has somehow influenced the outcome of events here? Even, say, software development?
She already made up her mind when she heard it. Some kind of great and uncaring force had to play a part. It wasn't only them.
I told the producers we need to go and move to a normal office building, with amenities. But no, the artists like the milieu, the writers like the history. I told them. You mean Plaisance and the dice maker? There was almost no one left when we packed up. Then go tell them.
An amateur anthropomedic police officer. I'd like to say I've heard stranger things, but I'm not sure. This is a hell of a guess, however. Well worded, I might add.
Yes, it is very interesting. But I wouldn't say you know. This is a guess. One that's going to have to be proved by anthroponetic scientists.
She falls silent. The wind blows in through the hole in the stained glass window. Cold and moist.
I'm going to leave that out. But the rest, some of this I can use to start to explain this to the rest of the team. Maybe I'll sound mad, but...
Man, you will certainly sound mad.
One more thing. Maybe a club for anodic music isn't the worst thing you can erect around this particular point in space. I wouldn't go so far as to...
Yeah! Once the light is on in the universe, it will never go out!
Thank you, Egghead. Let's leave it at that, shall we? We have an anthropogenic detection to perform in this district.
The creepy woman! We were wondering about that when we worked there, but I had completely forgotten about it ever since. It must be anthroponetic crosstalk, the one you get in radios and long-distance calls. Now it makes sense, with the pail right on the doorstep.
Incredible. This would also explain why we get it on the police radio all the time.
It's quite common, actually. When the signal gets routed through pail, all kinds of irregularities take place. You may hear snippets of someone else's conversation, or the voice of your former lover, or an echo of an event that took place 100 years ago. Pale is a shroud of memories, and it doesn't really distinguish to whom those memories belong to. You could hear anything. Anytime. Yes, what is it? You're asking me to circuit bend onto coalition radio frequencies. You want to know, is it possible? Probably. But is it a good idea? I'm not so sure. The main difficulty will be finding an antenna powerful enough to reach those frequencies. Unfortunately, you can't exactly buy mega long-wave antennas off the shelf.
She's not joking. Even the RCM has to receive special approval from the Coalition to access that kind of equipment.
I highly doubt it. That tower is barely able to transmit shortwave signals across the bay. To generate megalow frequencies, we're going to need a much larger antenna.
She has an idea, though. You can see the tiny signal lights firing inside her brain.
I don't see any alternative. We're just going to have to build the antenna ourselves. Because it's a completely different class of antenna. It would be like using a high-end racing carriage where a long-distance lorry is required. We need metal, a lot of it. The taller the structure, the better. Something that is both prominent and easily accessible. If it's near a power source, even better.
Fuck, I should have got the sword. I can't send him away yet. Days don't matter anymore. I can still get mad. They're gonna have us build it on the statue. Should have got the sword. I don't think I need it. smoke too. I can get this easily. I don't need this orb, but it's the only use I'm getting for it. Why is Encyclopedia not spinning? What the fuck?
Yes, what is it?
I want to get the sword, so I am gonna Digmon. To pass the time, so Kim can go to sleep. So Kim can go to sleep, and I can go do the date. Oh, that's okay. Okay, I really wanted to have the money to buy the damn sneaker speakers. I was trying to wait to buy them, but I'm not going to be able to get $50.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective, Dick Mullen.
Of course. Such violence and immorality.
Shelves full of biographies of
I might as well tell them also about the pill. Since I'm here, I'm gonna jack up my inland. There's really nothing that gives you inland empire except the notebook. Go buy the glass.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
And the checks are harder. You know, I should have invested in Lumpy Dumpy earlier. I didn't realize. I don't even have smoke. Gotta go buy smoke. It's not really a big deal.
The legend! He's back. And firstly, I got smokes and piss and a little speed to spice things up. My kind of guy. Here you go, friend.
That's funny. I don't think I can even buy liquor because maybe I can. I don't know. Just a waste some. I guess I could ask the fucking kids or whatever. Encyclopedia is not hitting. Only 2. You only get 2 on hardcore. That's crazy.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while...
There. We were there.
Full circle. Back to Feld, then. When you're ready.
The boy turns the rock over in his hands. He looks to you, then his brother, then back to you.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me. But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer? Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly. Guns are expensive and fragile, I think. Besides, I got kids. Can't have guns around them, and sometimes a sharp blade is enough to keep folks at bay. From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were gone.
The harbour seawall endures the wash of the freezing water.
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago. Who knows? Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles. Us working folk don't have the luxury to be... Life didn't really change that.
This is neither. She looks like...
Do it! Hit on the widow! It's the right thing to do!
How high can we get our suggestion? Not very. Jesus. I'm never gonna get this. Oh, that's killing physical instruments. So what is killing suggestion? Oh, well. We'll wait till
shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100. The shine on these sunglasses lasts. Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. Alright, but these actually make your vision worse. Yes, but they also make your soul quiver like jello. So deep.
Wow, officer. You look so cool.
Oh man. It's gonna give me more points unless I get Wasteland. I might just have to sim through the days. Might just have to sim through until I get it. And sim to the next day.
And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
A man who knows his style. Much respect. You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that.
It's just a windbreaker. I forget what it gives you, though. It gives you... I guess it gives you composure. I forget. I got these glasses on the first day. Actually, you know what? I think we can do the wall real quick.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Or we could wait till we have Cuno.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Why? Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
I would wait till I have Cuno, but I don't know if...
Just an ordinary
I don't
wall.
know if Cindy is going to
Nothing
be
to
there
see here.
afterwards. After the tribunal.
Yeah. Why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall.
If she is, I won't do it now. I think she'll still be there. No, no. In Disco Elysium, is Cindy still available after the tribunal? Can I still do the wall painting thing after the tribunal Disco Elysium? Yeah, I gotta do this now. Yeah, I have to do it now. Or at least I have to do it soon. Yeah, I have to do it. I have to.
Why must we stop to look at this wall every...
I'm just gonna have to cheese it. Oh, yeah, she's gone. You can't do it. Or you can, but you will never get the paintbrush.
Just an ordinary wall.
Damn, it's
Nothing to see
42, bro.
here.
Why does it keep failing? I know it's cheesy, but it's like there's no benefit
Just
in
an
like
ordinary wall.
not
Nothing
doing
to see here.
it. It
Yeah.
just won't
Why?
let me do it.
It's a wall.
I have my fucking conceptualization at 9, bro.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Why? It's a wall.
What else do I have to do?
Just
I've
an
done this
ordinary
before.
wall. Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Because you see it. Finally. This wall is sublime. Look at it. The shadows. The colors. All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God. O Wall Father. Huh? He sounds tired of it all. You already have the heavy fuel oil to use as paint. It's red. And Cindy the Skull has a paintbrush. This is on.
Mm-hmm. Sure. If you must.
Yeah, if we don't get this now, we're fucked. You know, I kind of did this wrong. This playthrough. I should have just the bucket and been the stat machine. I should have just kept art degree and Humpty Dumpty. I should have got Humpty Dumpty earlier and just like injected it into perception. I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually do a third playthrough. Nobody watched this playthrough whatsoever. Nobody watches this playthrough. It sucks. I might have to go back to Twitch. It's beat that nobody cares. It really sucks.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
I want to talk to her face to face. Oh my gosh, I didn't even do the fucking. I didn't even do this. Wow, there's a bunch of shit I didn't do. Huh. I could actually go back to the boardwalk too. Get the Ferris wheel, maybe.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Fuck, too bad we're not wearing the jackets.
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
There'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place. Fat chance. But you can still do your part to revitalize the neighborhood.
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky, as though straining to hear something in the distance.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamrock. But in Martinez, no gunshots, no sirens. The people are languishing in boredom and this place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous. What for? Well, if it's for art, but what kind of art are we talking about? Sounds like you're just about to live out your self-pity, not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience. Yeah, not gonna hold my breath, Piggy. You look like you'd suck. Everything really.
Damn, dude. That's ruthless, bro. These checks are hard. If I don't... Oh my gosh.
You don't have the skills to execute something like this in practice, but, oh boy, the idea's going to blow her fucking mind. She squints her eyes.
On fire. I say, sod off. You don't have the technical skills to do that. Didn't we all? I like your idea. Should have thought of it myself. I don't need this kind of competition in my neighborhood. Then get your brush from fucking art.
Oops, my apologies. I guess I was trying too hard. You're a police officer and a grown-up. Why are you trying to impress her? Maybe try a different approach.
Ooh, police brutality. That's the good stuff.
How come you're letting this baby rat run circles around you? End this now.
Baby rat. Fucking awesome.
Fine, take it. I'm all out of fuel oil anyway.
You know what you've got in that fuel canister you scavenged from your Kanema? Red-dyed heavy fuel oil. Time to get to proper work, artiste.
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens. Does anyone?
If there's pain about any particular home she's lost, she's buried it deep.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
The inspiration will come to her once hell is set loose on the streets. It's too calm right now.
Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
I don't know. Yeah, like I said, now perception is exactly why I came in here.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my... They just might be.
Her neurons must be on fire. The heat creating waves and ripples in all she sees. Above all, in her painting.
You really think I need to be high to see the world as art? Poor unimaginative Piggy. How I wouldn't want to have your peepers.
To hell with the art part, man. It's all about the high anyway. You hear someone. The walking stop. You can feel tension. A poor communard from the...
Give me a moment. It's about Victor, isn't it? It's always about Victor with her. You'll find the Maisons in apartment 20 upstairs. It's one of those doors on the balcony.
You hear someone. A poor
Do I have to open it? Did you have a warrant?
Let's go.
It's generally a poor communard.
Do I have to open the door?
What?
Did you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
What's that? Isn't high enough. Physical instrument, maybe.
Let's go.
It's generally... You hear someone, a paw.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
It's generally
What?
easier to...
I never had this problem.
Give me a moment. Ask away,
Oh,
policeman.
okay, right, okay.
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
She really doesn't like those nut jobs. Bad blood there.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
They probably just moved or died.
I don't want to talk about Deweeters, addicts, all of... They don't like me cleaning behind their door.
So she doesn't. Not after that one time. It didn't get physical.
We saw unpaid utility bills.
No one likes them in this building. I don't like talking about those people. No one lives there. It's been empty for months. Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again, breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you? Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
She mumbles some kind of a response. You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture.
Excuse me?
Scare them. Suspected of some big crime. There's no sweet talking your way in there. Be official. You have plenty of reason to enter.
Oh, come on.
Well, that was easy.
That was smart.
Bro, Encyclopedia ain't been doing shit.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates.
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. Her voice is really cheerful.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not?
It feels flimsy in hand. Be friendly.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour. I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place. It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
A sudden serious look crosses her face. This story didn't have a happy ending.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry. Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone.
The sum must have been puny. Oh, it irks her. The incompetence.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it. These apartments are perfectly fine. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. And
The radio computer wizards are invested with magical economic powers. It's as if they're real wizards, able to resurrect dead real estate and breathe life into bank accounts.
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both. Of course.
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them. Oh, I do like wizards, and people like that in general. They have a lot to tell us about our fates.
She means clairvoyance. Wow, you work hard. Oh, yes, you hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide. Oh, yeah, like a horse. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. Oh, you do. You make money. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer. Oh yeah, you took that bribe hard. You're a killer. Can't say that. You shook him. You're a killer. A shark. Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. Law officer style. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7. Are you rich? Get out of here. You're a pauper. You work harder than anyone. Almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that? The Guardsman has set himself up one of those self-replicating money structures. You should learn from it. Don't play the victim. Think hustler. Think with your head. Because of the taxes, G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gotham estate that is Revachol? You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gotham estate's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money. What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples? What are you, a racist? Don't be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal free market advocate. Ride or die. Keep it street. This guy's appropriating the emerging boogie street lingo as part of his sales pitch for the free market economy. Yeah, ain't it cool, Ryder? Ain't it street?
I don't want to be an ultra-liberal. I already have market vote. I don't want to get more ultra-liberal options. I'm already fucking up with it. Yeah, we do need money, but I'm not going to do modes of taxation.
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor. A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to -20 degrees Celsius. Is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression. Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down. It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room. She had an eye for beauty.
Where the fuck is the book?
What happened here? It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here. Indeed.
Where's the book? It's supposed to be a fucking book here. Is that on? Whatever. I don't know. Maybe perception. It's supposed to be a fucking weird book.
door is closed again. You hear someone inside, walking from room to room. The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier. More old bullet holes, half a century at least, from the revolution. You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes. Sweat starts trickling down your brow.
This is bad mojo, man! Fucking horrible mojo! The end draws near!
Your chest feels tight looking at them. It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter.
You okay there? You were looking pale there for a second. What are you looking at? Bullet holes generally look the same, so probably. But you're right. More old bullet holes from the revolution. Plenty.
The streets ran red with blood. Dust swirled above the ruins. The pressure change from artillery fire ripped people apart in the top floors of the building above you. The paintbrush in your hand is like a loaded revolver. What will it be, Desperado? Quite a few things come to mind.
I'm gonna say the Cuno thing while I have Cuno. What's that? I love Cuno.
The paintbrush in your hand is like a loaded revolver.
Yeah.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biography. What do you mean, the actual source? Are you talking about the third presence?
She remembers. Good.
She who has many names. I imagine things must be rather bleak for you to return to me. Tell me, what have you found? What?
Ma'am, what he's saying is true. We found an anthroponetic anomaly in the small pinewood church down the coast. I don't mean to be an alarmist, and more research is needed, but it's not looking good.
But that's not in any of the ancient texts. How am I supposed to protect my bookstore from that?
She's too afraid to even say the word.
I've never told her to pack up the shop. I just feel shitty. If I ever do a third playthrough, that's what I'll say. I would feel horrible. If I did a third playthrough, I would literally just be a destructive menace. I would just be an absolute destructive maniac asshole. Oops. Racist, fascist, fucking jerkwad. So I think we will not tell her to leave. I'm gonna have to go back to Twitch. And the way the algorithm works, if somebody comes in and then leaves, what always happens immediately, then they bury you. Sucks. I don't think there's a copyright strike.
You're right, officer. I mustn't lose faith, especially now that Annette is finally settling in at school and making friends. No, we can't just leave. Besides, didn't I have some Saylight hope catchers round here somewhere? Thank you for your help in any case. You're welcome back here anytime.
That was it. I thought we were able to say more.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a dye?
Shit, you know what? I should do this before talking to her.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a dye? I'm listening. Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Yes, I guess so. The arcade is an ancient failure. Before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice? Don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, florography, trick-track, especially pinball. It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore. Oh, right. But did this person say anything? Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just
So
some kids
where's the
playing a prank on you?
encyclopedia?
No, it was something else. It was eerie. Whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
Pranks can be eerie. Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity. Why would Slipstream SEA have a 100-year-old recording as their doorbell message? I'm still convinced it was nothing more than some elaborate prank.
My money is on electrical anomaly. I've heard of these, especially in an old building like this.
Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
Didn't we already talk about this? What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up, yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
This doesn't make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from? And what? Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces. She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
Do you know what this is? It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan. No, you're right, I didn't. It wasn't just the jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world, that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney? Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world. But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer. Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? You mean the curse that I'm spared of because I live outside its immediate reach? I'm listening. Excuse me? A 2mm hole in reality?
I'm afraid it is, ma'am. Sona Lukanen-Kill, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, made the discovery.
Sona is involved in this? So it's even worse than I thought. It's not just the commercial area that's cursed, it's the entire world.
She looks outside the window where the night has fallen on the yard.
Just Martinez? In any case, thank you for stopping by. It's good to have an answer, even if I can't claim to understand it fully. I'm listening. Yes,
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you. A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
Me neither. I just wondered. It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemide. It didn't.
It's not really.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went back. Oh, there's...
Trust me, you don't want to know.
And they never cleaned up the
Encyclopedia,
debris either.
what is going
Now
on?
it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. It's a Sub-Rosa radio station.
Don't worry, the
Good luck with that. It's not easy, Cat. You mean miss anything else? There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have... Yeah, the atelier didn't know it. And you know, and, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused... Actually, in...
As she shifts around,
Anything else? They were made. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think sure, it's illegal, but it...
they were just the props. Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it.
Fortress Accident.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. An accident? I wouldn't know anything about that. I just heard they ran out of money and, well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand... That's what I thought. Because when the money started to... In the end, they just didn't...
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important.
And so it's producing something extraordinary.
Something strains her face.
Anything else? Fortress Act.
She liked.
They were they certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. Huh, the Sony investors. Well, yes, they couldn't get the project done on time and thus lost the funding. Well, they seemed to believe they were historical. Yes, in the end they...
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important.
Still, not everyone is going to make it. That's the nature of the game.
Damn it. Motherfucker. I'm not gonna go back.
The result is 1. The dice is black.
Anything else? fortress.
She liked.
They were they certainly took their work very money and time. Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to be yes, but in the end they.
She's right. Showing up to.
And so is
something.
Anything else? I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work, but sure. What do you want to know? It can't be true. Are you sure it was Slipstream SE? Trison, it used to.
No. Whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was
a prank is more likely, no? Oh, the kids these days. Why would Slipstream SEA have €100? I'm still
My money is on electrical anomaly. I've heard of these, especially in an old building like this.
Yes, my advice. That's right. That's right. I haven't even written my... Sure, I'm listening.
I thought it would trigger some encyclopedia.
I hope it clarified things a bit. What else? Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? How did I be? Some of my friends were roleplay. I've grown crafty over the... How did I... Some of my friends... Not the special...
Some of those... She's thankful for the security they provide her.
I'm sorry. I'm a bit overloaded just now. Nothing.
The lieutenant...
Your window.
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know...
She not.
Anything else, officer? We're inside, but when I arrived...
Plaisance was
creative.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere. Your flashlights, some of the writing has faded with age, but you can these light translucent. This looks like one of the Welkins, towering among the rest. It's the hull door.
An inordinate amount of time. This looks like concept art. Political comment. Just look at those.
And for what? The photo entire you see, albeit dark and cold. This vision also feels cozy in its own way.
I guess I already
like
triggered.
Eggnog.
All of this
A pinned postcard reads, this, it looked, everyone is mini stands for a mini meeting. As time goes,
looks like they did.
A note in the bottom left hand right, the full outside, a cold wind.
That's good.
This old fire diagram, the whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tile. History classes, radio frequent, unclear. It looks like a car, perhaps, looks like a surveillance program. They must have had massive air width. These things don't come cheap. Someone very important, the leader of a massive on-air game, built a conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the game. Whoever decides to call in to a list of names, all of this is gone. There's no way a little basement...
My God, it's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious the schedule.
Nothing is...
Man, we're in shit wrong. That's, yeah. Even Inland Empires. That sucks. Oh, no. Yeah, there's nothing. I'm not gonna really lift it. Can't get it in here. Can't drink.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master. You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels... See? See? This place is cursed.
It was never my favorite either. At the station gym, I mean. I prefer running. It clears your head.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime. Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits. Yes, the Simonees are very crafty, and their wards are
No
extremely
encyclopedia?
powerful.
What the fuck,
Lesser
dude?
wards simply won't do here. Oh, there are numerous...
Desert pygmy shamans.
It's not good.
Wow, such wraiths may
Alright,
prove a formidable enemy.
Yes, the wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the dark.
The woman looks
Sure.
aloof.
Goodness, you were already doing... Everything is...
She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves.
Truth be told, not really. But you don't learn about the important things in life from fabricated stories. I provide a valuable service. As long as people buy books, I'm fine. The truth is available if you just know where to look. And you have to open and free your mind to understand.
She smiles and nods.
Okay. Very well. Okay, that's it. Fucking weird, dude. Really weird. Did I? Yeah, duh.
In your hand, you hold Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity. The brittle paperback feels fragile to the touch. The cover features a pastiche of different scenes. In the foreground, a man in a dark overcoat clutches a pistol. The tagline reads, "Detective Dick Mullen must prove his innocence after an old friend is murdered." Needless to say, it violates nearly every RCM regulation for a detective to investigate a murder in which he is a suspect.
Are you really reading that, detective? Well, you won't find it in there. Those books are much more about ravishing dames and gunplay than real police work.
The story opens with a knock at the door. Detective Dick Mullin is greeted by an old friend, Charlie Spillane, who's come to Mullin to ask a favor on this dark and cold night. Spillane needs Mullin to drive him in from Vesper to a small town along the Insulindian coast. Despite his friend's apparent agitation, Mullin does as he's asked, then returns home where he passes out drunk, as he does most nights. An extremely unprofessional and hurtful stereotype that's offensive to all upstanding officers of the law. 2 days later, Mullin is arrested by the Vesper police and charged with the murder of Charlie Spillane. At his interrogation, Mullin learns that Charlie Spillane was shot in a bar in the very town Mullin dropped him off in by a man matching Mullin's description. Desperate to clear his name, Mullin manages to convince the Vesper police to release him for 3 days so that Mullin may solve his friend's murder and prove his innocence.
What's the matter, detective?
The lieutenant shrugs, resigned to the idea that his profession will rarely, if ever, be accurately represented in art and literature. They're not shitting you, detective. Of course, Mullin didn't do it. That's the whole premise of the book. Anyway, Mullin returns to the seaside bar where Spillane was murdered and meets a beautiful, mysterious woman named Diana de Nerva. And not just any dame. She's truly one in a million, a knockout whose mind is as dangerous as her curves. But she's got a secret. Secrets are the currency of human relations. Your secrets are unknown even unto you. So does that make you a rich man or a beggar? De Nerve reveals that she was Spillane's lover and that he was mixed up with a local amphetamine smuggling operation. As soon as Mullin begins pulling at strings, the whole conspiracy begins to unravel. Not only is the local police captain in on the amphetamine ring, so is the son of a powerful politician and a strung-out art collector named Torvald, each of whom has his own reasons for wanting Spillane dead. A typical privileged twat. In all likelihood, he's just in over his head. He does bear a personal grudge against Spillane, though, a former prosecutor who nearly brought down his father's administration. The kid doesn't exactly have Dick Mullin's manly build, but he is the correct height, and while interrogating him at his home, Mullin did notice a certain overcoat that looks suspiciously like his own. Outwardly, the old police captain is a real law and order crypto-fascist, a barrel-chested man who's beaten his share of suspects to pulp. But he's also dirty and increasingly paranoid that someone's going to expose his role in the drug ring. He would certainly have the motive and the means, but the captain walks with a noticeable limp from an old war injury. Is it possible that he was able to conceal it long enough to commit the murder? Outwardly, the old police captain is a real law and order crypto-fascist, a barrel-chested man who's beaten his share. He would certainly have the motive, and Torvald, the art collector, is a strung-out mess. Frankly, it's hard to imagine him holding a pistol steady enough to actually hit someone, let alone plug them 3 times in the chest the way Spillane got did. That said, Torvald and Spillane have a long history, and while interrogating him, Mullin discovers that Torvald was once involved with Diana de Nerve. Could it be that this is all over a sordid love triangle? One evening, Diana de Nerve comes to Mullin's hostel room in tears. The two of them drink half a bottle of vodka, and soon they're seeking comfort in each other's arms. Yes, comfort and pleasure. The warmth of another human's touch. The burning taste of liquor on her full, sweet lips. Well, that testimony won't be admissible any longer. The man's a prosecutor's nightmare. Solving a murder counts for nothing if all the evidence gets thrown out in court over police misconduct. That's just Dick Mullen's modus operandi. He might bend the rules, but he closes cases like no one else can. As the two lovers share a post-coital cigarette, Deanna Deneuve turns to Mullen and says, "By the way, Dick, there was something else I meant to tell you. I love you." The name of the true killer. Always aim for the center of mass. Whatever it is, Mullen never hears the words. A blow to the base of his skull knocks him out cold instantly. When Mullen comes to, Deneuve is dead on the hostel bed next to him. To make matters worse, his clothes are covered with her blood. Mullen trashes his blood-stained clothes and flees the hostel, knowing it's only a matter of hours before the cops discover Deneuve's body, if they haven't been tipped off already. Fleeing a crime scene, destroying evidence. Even if Detective Mullen didn't commit the murder, he should be facing years behind bars. Dick Mullen won't be sent to the clink for the sake of some legal niceties. The heat is on. If Dick Mullen can't solve both murders before the cops catch up to him, he's going away for life. Can you solve the case before the cops close in? What is it, Detective? It's a dangerous line of work, but somebody has to do it. What's the matter? Afraid you've been hacking up your friends' bodies in the night? You are the murderer after all. There was never a time when he wasn't a detective. He was born a detective. For a moment, you cease to read the story on the page and see the book for what it is. A collection of brittle, cheaply printed pages held together by glue made from the hooves of horses. From nowhere, you hear the screech of sneakers on a waxed floor, and you feel the burn of rope against your hands. Are these figments of some other life? You won't find the answers you're looking for here, in other words. Is it really so evil, Detective? Like what? There are worse things in the world than the pursuit of chemical pleasures. But there are better things, too. Is it really so evil? Like what? There are worse things in the world than... Is it really so evil? Like what? There are worse things in the world than... Is it really so... Like what? Do you even have those? Just make sure you don't lose him. You'll not find another like him. It's true in more ways than you know. But then, what does this book know? It's just a poorly made piece of pulp garbage made to be consumed and discarded. Is it really so evil, Detective? Then, why are you still here? Just make sure you don't lose him. You'll not find another like. It's true in more. But then, what does this book know? Is it really so evil? Then, why are you still here? It sounds like you're in for a long, hard... But then, what does this book know? Is it really so evil, Detective? Then, why are you still here? What are you trying to prove exactly? And what will change if you do manage to prove it? But then, what does this book know? So, who did it, Detective? Who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve?
I've already done this. I fucking forget.
could be. Who knows? Only one way to find out. You begin furiously flipping through pages. Even as you know these books follow a series of well-worn tropes, you find yourself completely engrossed. You're turning pages so fast, you don't even notice the ancient spine coming unglued. You try to grab the pages as they come loose, but your fingers aren't quick enough. They're gone. Dozens of pages scatter across the ground. The last fifth or so of the book seems to have been lost. It's possible that you could gather and reassemble the pages, but it would take way too long.
Ah, yes. The problem with mass-market paperbacks. They are not made to last. Perhaps this is a sign that you should get back to solving your own murder, huh, detective?
In your hand, you hold 4/5 of Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity.
Forget what you need to solve it. I'm gonna look it up real fast. No, it doesn't matter. I already got the trophy. Nobody's watching, but if anyone ever sees, maybe it'll be interesting. In Disco Elysium, how do you get the modus operandi trophy? Certain stuff to do. Yeah, but you need a certain thing to work so good. It's positive, and the door's closed. This thing is a bitch, I can't even do it. Growl, growl. And then you have to enter this bookstore and go back. We'll try it later. You need some stats for it, for a period. In Disco Elysium, what stats do you need for the orbs to appear to get the Modus Molin trophy? Conceptualization, I have it. I don't have it. Maybe if I just boosted the 6 and then it'll work. Just need logic, at least 4. I think you have to like exit enter the bookstore, maybe not, let's see. But you have to be wearing this outfit as well. So can we get our conceptualization up? Yeah, we can. We have a shirt. That would trigger, let's see. Yeah, we have to enter the store and leave the store. I'm almost positive. We have the stats. Yeah, you gotta enter the bookstore. It's closed. Son of a bitch. That's alright, we'll get it later. I just wanted to put Kim to bed so I could go on a date. Which I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do. Because our suggestion's not high enough, so we might have to simulate through another night. We'll see.
It's getting cold, this late in the night.
Good night, officer.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind,
Fuck,
officer?
I did not mean to do that. Damn it. My suggestion's so low, I'm never gonna get it. There's no modifiers? I'm gonna have to simulate through another day. Oh boy. No, I didn't mean to do that.
You need to get your drink on. There is no other way for human beings to procreate.
Damn it, I did not mean to do that.
6,000 years of yeast cultivation-based mating rituals.
You know what, maybe it'll actually help too once I go sober. I didn't mean to do any of this.
Okay. Where's this going? Absurdly and pointedly phrased. You can be quite funny, officer. Anyway, what did you want?
She doesn't even understand. You asked her out. Perhaps you...
Wait, being drunk actually helps? I can't drink anymore. Oh my god. I've wasteland of reality. I can't even drink. Or I don't. I don't have it yet, so I can't drink. I'm not gonna open the deck though. But then we can... yeah, we're gonna have to reload all of this.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind...
We're gonna have to reload all of it. One thing.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Wow, I'm so curious. I'm so curious if I have wasteland of reality.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Get the drink on. It would be unimaginable for a human female to have sex with a man without alcohol, as the master of ceremonies to guide them.
I am drunk.
Now, there's a whole shipment of big words. May mankind be plentiful, I guess. Can I get back to my nets now?
How do you get any modifiers?
She doesn't even understand.
It's like impossible.
You asked her out.
Oh my god, my last save is far back. I'm just gonna put over here. Okay. Oh my god, did I drink? I did. Oh boy. I did. Oh my god. Oh well, that's just gonna be the playthrough. Fuck it. It just is what it is. Oh, I really wanted to give the Gorseys brutes a fucking knucklehead. Jim Spiral. That sucks, dude. try some curled on. Let's see. There's no way I gave my suggestion up higher. And I spent a fucking point on suggestion.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind
That's
is...
so bald. I wonder if Wasteland of Reality actually helps any of it.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind...
You think she really needs more of that after a man died at sea?
I got it. I guess I'll just keep it. I wonder if Wasteland of Reality would have helped.
What if I told you it is actually possible to go on a date sober? Before recorded history, men and women were able to do simple, very primitive things together sober. Acknowledge the situation and keep it basic.
I have, and I don't really. Just a walk? I don't know, officer. I would not have taken you for an innocent perambulator. Where would this walk take us?
Nothing creepy, strange, or out there.
All right, I will walk with you. But you need to understand that nothing is going to happen. We're just walking.
I really wonder if I had Wasteland of Reality, if that would have changed anything.
Yes, someone could get pushed in the water. Maybe even get laughed at. But I'm sure that's not going to happen. All right, I'll go put the kids to bed and we'll meet at Land's End in 15 minutes.
She doesn't wait for an answer. You better get ready.
Oh, well, I guess I'm not going to know about the Wasteland of Reality. I have a save. I could always do
Was that acceptance? It feels so normal.
I need her soul.
Nourishing even.
I don't remember what the fucking checks are. Now all of our stats are just high. I fucking drank that shit. Except perception, which are really alright, how should we dress? Gotta give it time. I'd like to put down. I might as well just be ridiculous. Unless I should really dress like nice. I don't really have anything. Or what if we dress like a fisherman? Loves fish. Yeah, absolutely loves fish. Like your favorite thing is fish. It's in there. I'll just walk there. You know what? We might have to. I should have like shaved or gotten rid of the expression.
The woman gazes steadily at the waves. A sudden gust picks up her dark hair and lets it fall again, tousled, wild. She brushes a few stray locks from her eyes, and only then spots you approaching.
Hi, so here you are. It's late and the sun is going down. It'll be dark soon. If we stay here long enough, we will be joined by a cortege of drunks and teenagers. Know that you're not the first guy to bring a girl to Land's End. This is what the locals call a make-out spot.
Her thoughts are still elsewhere, with distances across the water. Across the rusty water, that's La Delta, the financial district. In the mist-covered distance, towers rise as a rebuke to the poverty of this coast.
Drinking men aren't known for keeping their appointments. The world? Those big words men like to throw around as though they had weight. Let's just admire this piece of the world we happen to have in front of us, eh?
As she turns to face the sun, reflected in the waves, and the skyscrapers rising across the bay, you cannot help following her steady gaze. You should say something, anything. Maybe the tequila sunset thing.
It's a common Ravisholian expression. Means drinking yourself to death. And what about you? Keeping the name? Well then, Detective Costeau.
The remains of the dying sun are reflected in the waves and the skyscrapers rising across the bay. Your mind clears for a moment as your senses take it all in.
Isn't it strange for this all-powerful thing, the sun, to be so generous towards us? You know, the best time to go out fishing is usually towards sunset, when the water is warmer.
The sun also falls on the Capeside tenements and war-torn ruins. An old sea fortress juts out, seemingly impervious to the sheen cast over everything else. The sun does little for the dead, and those hopelessly lost in their own minds, or people living in desert climates with sparse vegetation and little drinking water.
Oh, That was a bit of pride and a bit of superstition.
And a bit of conceptual unity too, it being yellow and all.
Now you're just nitpicking. But I concede. Maybe desert people sometimes disagree.
There's salt in the air, and the cries of the gulls and the skewers. Grit of the sand and the green glint of broken bottles. But still your gaze always returns to the dazzling streaks of light, wherever they may be reflected, their fading opulence.
It's bringing us spring, summer. It's entirely on our side, no matter what we do or who we are, for absolutely no reason. It's unlike no other powerful being, certainly no powerful organization or government. How can that be? No. And it will outlive them all.
Oh, crap.
These aren't real fishhooks, silly. They're earrings shaped to look like fishhooks. A drunk called Rosemary brought them to me. I kept them.
She's right. They're made mostly of plastic. A cheap novelty gift you can buy from a flower shop or a kiosk. The wind ruffles her hair as she looks at the setting sun.
Thank you. I'm half Ubi. My mother was from Ubi Sunt. Not a lot of sun there, I hear, though I've never been.
Yeah, and her skin is soft, so she's basically Ubisoft. I also don't like when people say Ubisoft. It's Ubisoft.
The wind ruffles her hair as she looks at the setting sun.
I always do. I like it. It's like being on another planet, a water planet, with water worries and water joys.
The wind ruffles her hair as she looks at the setting sun.
I think this hurts the modifier.
Here we go. 2 different approaches to cap this off with style.
Aye. And a benevolent one. When did you last have one of those on your side? Well, now you have that giant thing to watch over you. So, to hell with love. You know, the wind's going to pick up soon, and I have to go, but... I've heard, but it doesn't stick things. I've no use for it anymore. No. Men around here are too drunk to pose a threat to me. Doubt it. But thank you for the company.
This is as far as it goes with her. You'd need to put a year between you and your last drink for anything more.
Farewell.
As she walks off, the wind picks up, and the light from the sun seems to fade. The crumbling silhouette of failed electrical R&D towers in the distance, beckoning. It's getting late. The bed is comfortable. The place feels almost...
It's easier this time.
This respite. You've earned it, brother. Bask in the darkness. No, you haven't. You've just been. No, this is the one before that.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
You're welcome, Harry boy.
After centuries of darkness, the alarm rings.
Go.
Yes?
Yes, what is it? Yes, what is it?
In your hand, you hold 4/5 of Dick Mullen.
Why is it? Oh, I have to talk to her.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biography. Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. Some of these old paperbacks just don't have the durability. I would be happy to sell you another one, but unfortunately, it's the last copy we had in stock.
She calls that customer service?
Okay, now.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Okay.
Which book was it, sir? Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. I haven't read that one yet. I wish I could help you.
Give up. You'll never find the answer. There's no other copy of Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity here. Because that's how the world works. Some stories never get finished. But, what if you never find out how your story ends? There isn't. If only you had more time, more resources. Who knows what you could have come up with? Maybe if there had been more money and less speed. Or more speed. Or that, yes. Either way, you might have been able to come up with an answer, but not like this. Hang on, you can do this. Use your imagination. You know who the suspects are. Just make it up. So, who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve, detective? Just fucking pick one. It still doesn't make sense, but who cares? Yes, Dick Mullen, the famous detective, killed his best friend and the dame he just nailed in cold blood. But why'd he do it? Unclear. Doesn't matter. The choice has been made. You caught the criminal. It was Dick Mullen all along. Who's the real detective now? That's right.
I should have picked a different one. It's horrible.
Rest easy tonight. Real detective. That's it. You got it. The whole shebang. The coat, the hat, the swindle so crooked a yeggman couldn't break it. The deaths of Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve, the case Dick Mullen was on. That's what this crooked swindle must be.
I knew it was the fucking son.
Don't think like a cop. Cops don't solve cases. They slide nippers on the goons and take them into big houses. The Dicks, Gumhills, Hawkshaws, Peepers, Sleuths. Men like Mullen and you. This cop here solved 216 cases over 18 years. That's because you're a dick in cop's clothing. Underneath, a snooper through and through.
I'm picking stupid options.
If there's any doubt, consult your trusty Dick Mullen book and reconnect with the real you. Him, Dick Mullen. You, him, use. Modus Mullen. In your hand, you hold 4/5.
Oh, it went away. I wanted to see what they were. I just wanted to get a good screenshot. Damn it. Oh well. We did the notice one. We don't have cash to play.
Medicinal purposes of the pearl. The cover of the very well. Neck. You've if would if would if would if would if would
I'm just trying to simulate so I can get to Wasteland of
Lastly,
reality.
is there anything else you'd like to add?
Or probably not. If I had enough money, I could fork him.
If only you
oh wait,
could
we
find
didn't
one
even
of
play the
these
board
right
game,
now
did we?
and drink the shit out of it. The book said it's good for you, so it would be okay.
I don't think we
Would
even
you
played the
like
board.
to try again? You close the
Okay, let's
book.
play the board game.
Large letters on the
I
front
don't.
form
Oh,
a
you
title.
can't play this one.
Wirrow.
This one you
The
can't
colourful
play.
box. You pry open the box. In a quick guide, the options are in order of the
Yeah, you can't even
Welkin. The
play this
Welkin
one.
come with a variety of a grand race. The Dweog also you stuff it back inside the
you
box.
can't
A
even play
reap. It doesn't seem to a reprint.
Not
It
playable.
doesn't seem to correspond with a colourful box.
That sucks.
Medicinal purposes. If would 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 Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add? Next, you'll need to combine. Lastly, is that you've created a if only. Would you like to try again? Very well. Next, you'll need to. Lastly, you've created if only. Would you like? Very well. Next, lastly, you've created a delicious tincture. If only you. Would you like to try again? You close the book and find yourself still. Wasteland of reality. Congrats, you're sober. It will take a while for your body to remember how to metabolize anything that isn't sugar from
minus
alcohol.
Suggestion, minus
So you're going to be
yeah,
pretty
vampire,
ravenous soon. Eat plenty. You can expect your coordination and balance to improve in a couple of weeks. In 2 months, you might start sleeping like a normal person. Full recovery will take years though. It'll be depressing. And it'll be boring.
That sucks.
Don't expect any
That's
further
whack,
rewards
bro.
or
Wasteland of reality's whack, bro.
This is how
people say it's good. It's whack.
all the time.
Shit is whack as fuck. You get +1 psych, but 2 of the most important ones aren't even. Ugh. It's kind of whack. Wasteland of reality kind of sucks dick. So you have a -3. So you're only getting a +2. Damn, people are idiots. People are so dumb. It's not even that good. Or you get a +3. It's good. It's okay. So you're getting extra volition, empathy, authority, and e-spirit. Inland and suggestions stay the same. Physical instrument goes down. It's alright. It takes 20 hours and you can't drink anymore. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But plays into a sober redemption arc, so whatever. And at least we can have Authority 8 now. Interesting. That's suggestion. Wow, that sucks. Alright. Fuck it. Let's be Ultra Cup. I really like his classic jacket. I hate this one. This one. I hate this one, but it gives you visual calculus, which is good. I love this one. I guess we'll rock it. Yeah. I wonder if we should sleep or if we should do the worship now. Not to oh yeah, it's conceptual version. Figure out where else and smoke again. Never have enough fucking board game. Let's do it, I guess. Like right now. I really want to switch over to Twitch, but I said I was going to do the fucking Moralist test on this. So. think I'm just gonna switch over to Twitch after I do the Moralist quest because nobody fucking gives a shit.
Yes, what is it? Yes, what is it? Yes, what is it?
That's easy. Antennas are based...
No, we could not. This church is made from wood. I'm not sure you understand how radios work.
I really don't want to use my mouse pad otherwise.
Yes, what is it?
Close your eyes. Unfold your mental map of Martinez. It's morning. You're standing on the plaza before the whirling in rags. The wind pushes a piece of tear across the cracked tiles. From the north comes the malicious laughter of two children. Your eye follows the tiles west. You see a bench and a few twisted, pitiful trees. Then, just water. From behind you, a low, spectral voice whispers, "Nay." Beyond the unkempt backyard rises a monstrous assemblage of concrete, plaster, and corrugated sheet metal. The voice again, more urgent now. "Nay." Just a moment. That voice isn't human, and it's not saying nay. It's saying nay. You turn around. The morning sun is blinding. You bring your hand to your brow, and a great shadow materializes before you. A towering beast, frozen in mid-air.
The dead king and his horse. It could work.
It may work, you think, but why do you feel like there may be a terrible cost?
We'll need an adequate power supply and a great quantity of cable. If we connect the cables to some of the stranded lorries, we could theoretically increase the antenna's wavelength exponentially.
Whatever ambivalence she had about your project before, she's now fully engaged in solving this technical puzzle.
Quiet. I'm doing maths. Yes, assuming we can find just a few pieces of equipment. It's completely ridiculous, but I believe we could transform the entire roundabout into one solid fractal antenna.
A note of awe in her voice. She's shocked and pleased by her own audacity.
Yes, very likely the largest private antenna in Revachol. I have plenty of cables and amplifiers on hand. The power supply I will secure on my own. All we require now is the radio transceiver itself. I cannot answer that for you, but I don't expect it to be that difficult. There's no shortage of radios around here. If you have real to spare, you might even be able to buy one. But it doesn't really matter where it comes from, so long as it works.
And before you ask, no, you can't have the radio from Machinima.
Absolutely not. My reign prefect is my livelihood. If something were to go wrong, it would be a disaster.
I highly doubt that. When I crank the volume on my dyno wave, it's like you're in the front row at the National Concert Hall. Joke all you want, detective. Whatever radio you manage to scrounge up won't lay a finger on my setup.
There is no need to go out of your way to find a top-shelf radio for this purpose. As long as it's functional, that is what counts. Certainly, though it requires a fair amount of technical finesse to remove them. Frankly, it's not worth the bother. Just find a regular radio. That sounds like a perfectly adequate radio. Possibly. It's worth a look at the list. In the meantime, I will gather the rest of the materials. We will meet back here when you have it.
I was barely paying attention. So, in the harbor, and pawn shop, I have to buy it. I want to find a spectacular radio. I'm gonna play. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, let's see. I think I saw a radio in Renee's office. Radio. So, possibly in the commercial Plaisance background, that might be a radio. That's a radio computer. So that, Renee's office, pawn shop. For continuity purposes, I am going to try to get the radio from the Dune commercial.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow.
What other
Fluorescent
radio
play and
computer would
print
it be
keys
if not
shine
this
on the
one?
keyboard. It's empty, like a beehive, with the filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into
What
place.
the fuck are there?
On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
I'm gonna look it up. I just want to know. I know I can get it from Renee's place, but I want to get the best radio in Beat Camp. Alright, I think we're gonna take the Ruby's fucking thing. I thought they were saying to get it from a radio computer, which I thought would be that. Dumb, I guess. Ruby's Lori will get it from. Alright, let's grab Ruby's radio. It's probably the best one anyway. I'm so dumb. I should have thought about that immediately, but I was thinking, they said a radio computer, so I was thinking it would be from that. So dumb. That's like the whole thing happens here too.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind? Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work. The bosses, man. Dunno. What you need?
This farm, A to Z, abandoned by the smell of cigarettes and perfume, welcomes you. It takes a few moments, but eventually the transceiver slides from its greased socket mount with an eminently satisfying chink. As you take the transceiver in your hands, the lieutenant bites his lower lip, apparently deep in thought.
Funny, isn't it? The lady driver used this same radio to evade coalition authorities, and now you are using it to contact them directly. It's just ironic, that's all.
Where the radio used to be, there's just a rectangular shadow now. It's about the size of a small box of pasta, but much heavier. Now that you're looking at it more closely, you realize the various styles and meters make it look vaguely like a face. A distinctive triangular logo. That's the mark of Estaz Electronica, one of the major manufacturers of advanced radio equipment.
You've surprised me more than once during the course of our investigation, but I have to say it still seems like a remote scenario. An Estaz is certainly nothing to sniff at, but if you compare the feature sets, I would say they are more or less equivalent. I've no reason to be jealous, Detective. An Estaz is certainly nothing to sniff at, but if you compare the features, so it would appear.
The movie stars are still smiling from the wall. You close the rusty oak.
Kind of curious if we can get just curious. I just want to. I have to know. I just have to know if we can get the other one. I highly doubt it. I would much rather just stream it on Twitch because nobody's watching. Sucks.
This is the night what?
Nope, you get one radio, you're good. Let's see. I'm just gonna see if I brought it instead. I hate that you can't fast travel. I doubt you.
Mr. Dubois, every worker.
Nothing, bro. Okay, waste. Let's do this. I didn't put Moralist in the description. I would use YouTube. It's highly advanced. He should be jealous. This is like a good one. But should be super jealous. Yeah, I don't think that's so fun. Hmm. It's just copy. It's really on Enterprise. It's conceptualization part better. Oh, we're running the fucking jack. I want you to do this. I'm wearing a Moralist. There's no Moralist jacket. That's pretty cool. Just keep it.
Yes,
Wearing
what
a
is it?
fucking communist jacket. Not communist.
Ah, very good. Let's see what you have. Interesting. An Esterhaus EH4, heavily customized. This is an advanced model, highly capable. I'll need to replace the frequency dial, but it should certainly work for our purposes.
She's impressed by your resourcefulness as much as by the equipment itself.
I believe that means we're ready to get started. I should warn you, once we begin setting up this antenna, we'll need to see the whole process through. There won't be any second chances, any do-overs. You understand? So if there's anything you'd like to get in order before we depart, I suggest you do it now. Ah, yes. I wasn't sure what to do about that, but then I discovered an abandoned power source down by the edge of the bay.
It's obvious. She's referring to your half-sunken Caprice 40.
Oh, yes. I did notice that it was covered in police livery. Then you already know that the carriage itself is irreparable, but the rear-mounted engine seems to be in fine working order. My intention is to run a power cable from the engine up to the antenna. It won't last forever, but it should give us enough time to establish a connection with Coalition warship Archer. That's up to you. At a minimum, I would make sure you are physically and mentally prepared for an intense and difficult process. Once we begin, there can be no interruptions.
At the very least, you should make sure you're wearing a good pair of gloves.
Interfacing gloves, I guess. Physically and mentally.
Radio engineers typically carry overpriced solvent sprays to clean the antenna connections. But in a pinch, some common ammonia works just fine.
It's the alcohol in the ammonia that's doing the real work. Kinda like with you.
Finally, there's the question of stimulants. Some people prefer to keep illegal amphetamines on hand to help with their work. I'm not one of them, but they do exist. It is possible that technical fields attract a certain kind of personality. I haven't given it much thought. That's fine. Return to me when you're ready to go.
Damn, I don't even have much speed to work with. I need encyclopedia to get more. Only got one dose. I'm not gonna be able to finger that. Say interfacing gloves. It looks ridiculous. Absurd. Absolutely absurd. Sure. But at least this is what I think will be the best for what we have to do.
Yes, what is it? Very good. If you'll help me with some of this equipment then.
Back across the water lap. At least we are getting our exercise in today.
If you'll please carry that amplifier, officer. And if you'll take that spool of cable, we should be able to move it all in one trip. And now if you'll just connect that here...
It's done. I believe we are ready.
We're ready to try at least. Please put on these headphones. There should be 2 extra sets. I've configured the channels so that only your microphone is set to broadcast, officer. We'll all be able to listen, but anyone we reach will only hear your voice. You will need to transmit your connection request while I attempt to locate the warship's public frequency. You will likely encounter some interference, but it's important to keep transmitting your request until you're acknowledged. Ready? Good. Beginning transmission.
A soft rustling between your ears, a winterscape with fast falling snow. Every light switch, every motor carriage, every doorbell, tea kettle, and radio in Martinez, all mingled with electrical interference caused by scattered thunderstorms over Ozone.
Officer, are you in order? We're waiting for you to start. We don't have time for indecision. Just say whatever first comes to mind.
You're all alone out there, wandering a blasted heath, calling out to the night. But there is no reply, except for the buzzing of invisible machines. The lieutenant looks up at you with a nervous glance. He is nervous for your sake, of course, but also his own. Looking at him now, with both hands on his headphones, you see very briefly what the lieutenant must have been like when he first joined the RCM. Then he turns to you. He gives you a half smile, along with an almost imperceptible nod of encouragement.
Try again, officer.
Nein, Liebling. Unseren Jungen nach Redeposten. Einem dieser Dinger. Marianne hat mir erzählt, dass Oscar nicht mehr derselbe ist, seit er auf einem Luftschiff aus Graz zurückgekommen ist. Natürlich halten wir die Psychologen für vollkommen normal. Aber sie hat das Gefühl, seit seiner Rückkehr mit einem Fremden zusammenzuleben.
You can't make out a word of this gibberish.
Liebling, bitte. Er ist unser einziges Kind. Er kann doch auch nächstes Jahr zur Akademie gehen.
It isn't gibberish. It's Valder. Now please keep trying. Again?
It's cold now. A slight frisson at the point where your neck meets your spine. Something about the lieutenant's words directed at you, but not you.
I didn't say anything, Detective.
Someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
An uncomfortable silence falls over the connection.
It's been a long winter. Long and cold.
I promise you I didn't, even though it certainly sounds like me.
Yes, a particularly eerie specimen, but still just a harmless piece of the past returning to surface.
Right. I just wish I could remember what I was talking about.
Natürlich halten ihn die Psychologen für vollkommen normal.
What else is there to do? Keep trying.
But someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
Costeau, please acknowledge.
Oh man, now I'm wondering if I should have said Tequila Sunset. They would have literally said Tequila Sunset.
Liebling, bitte. Ist unser einziges Kind. Where's she parted? Please identify.
The signals are getting increasingly mixed. Plucking Archer's signal from this will be like isolating a single strand from a tangle of hair.
It's not working. The crosstalk is simply too strong. I did not expect simply locating the signal to be so difficult. We must consider several variables. Local anthroponetic conditions, the sophistication of our transceiver, the quality of our connections, and the physics of our antenna itself. Fortunately, we have a more than adequate transceiver, so I do not believe it is causing any problems. And we're also unlikely to change our local anthroponetic conditions. So, the next step is to thoroughly inspect our connections. I did not expect simply locating the signal to be so difficult. We must consider several variables. Fortunate, and we're also... You need to climb up there and look at them for yourself.
Someone has been maintaining it.
Come on, son. This isn't anything but a common high bar. Just get a solid overhand grip and hoist yourself up. Images of your body smashed against the pavement flood your mind. This is dangerous.
If I said, what if I slipped, probably would have added a negative modifier.
Your gloves give you a solid grip on the metal bar. This feels pleasingly familiar. Keep it together, champ. You've got this. And before you know it, you're safely perched atop the monument.
Yes, you're a natural gymnast, detective. Now, would you like to do what you got up there to do?
The connection itself is nothing more than a little braid of exposed wire wrapped about the hoof of the horse. A copper fetter, it cannot slip. The whole monument is covered in a thin but durable layer of oil and grime. It's obvious no one has cleaned it in years.
Well, do you see anything? Damn, I was afraid of that. And I didn't bring any solvents with me. How foolish. Short of changing the shape of the antenna, I'm not sure what else we can do from here. And the lorries are all jammed together, so that's unlikely to happen. Ideally, narrow the receiving mode so that we can isolate the warship signal and eliminate the crosstalk. And if you don't know what you're doing, of course you could just make it worse. What do you mean? You adjust the antenna manually, with your hand. I'm afraid we're out of alternatives. You're just going to have to go for it.
She's right. The responsibility is yours, and yours alone.
Oh my
There's
god,
no turning
dude. My interfacing sucks.
You are face to face with Philip III. The Bronze King looks toward the west. Something about his features seems bizarrely distorted. His imperious gaze leads you naturally to his outstretched hand, which, for some reason, strikes you as sadly empty.
Too bad it's so dark.
He seems ill-equipped for wherever he's going. A king should not go about unarmed. You can't help but feel that saber you picked up might just give this older king a little more panache and better reception.
Yes, let's put it in his hand.
Come on. Kings and sabers are so played out. There's a better way. Why not arm the good king's valiant steed instead? There seems to be just enough room between its teeth there.
Between his teeth? I liked it in his hand. I actually really like the idea of putting it in his hand.
your surprise, the saber slides snugly between the horse's bared teeth.
It doesn't even look cool. Ah, I thought it was gonna look so much cooler. I should have put it in the hand. It looks terrible.
There is no way that is going to make any difference.
It's making a very slight difference. The signal is a bit clearer than it was.
No, that actually makes a huge fucking difference.
This faithful steed cuts a dashing figure with the replica saber between its teeth. A clear night sky. The stars make for a brilliant display. Across the river, you can see the lights of Coalition warship Archer floating above Revachol East.
What if you fail?
A few of the idle lorry drivers and strikebreakers gesture at you with their cigarettes, more out of curiosity than anything else. From the window of one of the adjacent apartment buildings, an older woman leans out, her heavy breasts sagging. She yells a single word you can't make out, and then shuts the window with a violent thunk. Your grip is firm, yet controlled. The
What if I had
swelling in your
failed?
headset guides your hands as much as your hands guide the bronze horse head. It's almost like you're hearing through the horse itself.
That's very good. Just a bit more to the left. Nein, Liebling.
The signal is clear. The storm has passed. This is another voice, a live voice on the other end of this invisible bridge you've established.
Try it now, officer.
Detective Costeau, this is Collision Warship Archer. We are acknowledging and accepting you.
Aha! Excellent! You are connected. Now be quick. I don't know how long I'll be able to preserve the signal.
This is it. You're finally getting to speak with those who hold real power. And by that they mean the ones with the guns and the warships. There is so much you wish you could ask. Your efforts have bought you some time, but you can't forget what you're really here for.
Please be advised that you are speaking on a public frequency. What is your request? A very important question with a very simple answer. We want humanity to endure. Beyond that, it may be said that we are the inheritors and stewards of Dolores Day's legacy.
Dolores Day. So beautiful.
Oh, incomparably so. But that isn't what made her so remarkable.
Not true. Her beauty was like a glowing coil on a hot stove, and yet you felt blessed to touch it.
She was the greatest innocence, the single most consequential being to have ever lived. Her legacy touches every aspect of modern life. Immeasurable. It includes interstellar travel, 3 scientific revolutions, humanism, internationalism, the welfare state, and balance of terror theory. Nothing less than the intellectual foundation of our modern order. The role of the Moralist International is twofold: to buy humanity sufficient time to perfect itself, and to patiently guide it along the road while protecting it from ideological highwaymen and eschatologists. The RCM exists under the umbrella of the Coalition, just as the Coalition exists under the umbrella of the Moral Intern. At the same time, the RCM is not exactly of the Coalition. We are not that familiar with RCM lore and practice, but we believe that may be the case. As we recall, the decomptage originated with the Revacholian commune itself.
There is some truth to that.
But in a practical sense, it's the responsibility of the ethics divisions to ensure that both organizations are working towards the same ends. One now committed to upholding moralist values. Strange, history is a river coursing ever downward. Occasionally, its course is redirected in mysterious and unexpected ways. It was established by many of the same founding party members who elected Dolores Day, and who, after her assassination, dedicated their lives to the continuation of their political and intellectual projects. It's an elegant idea, one of the cornerstones of the modern era. In short, it holds that durable, lasting peace is possible when the major powers are capable of inflicting unacceptable and irreversible destruction upon one another. Because no rational state is willing to accept the risk of such a calamity befalling its own people. All powers are incentivized to de-escalate conflicts before they reach the point of no return. For the most part, it has. The world is certainly not free of violent conflict, but in the modern era, we have made great strides to reduce its frequency, duration, and severity. There are many. The communists say they are the next dialectical step in an inexorable spiral of progress. They claim to have resolved the inherent contradictions of moralism, and believe they're just one revolution away from establishing a humanist paradise. The fascists say they are both the ancestors of and the successors to Doloreanism. In other words, they believe that Dolores Day's reign simply represents a glorious phase of expansion within a greater Franco-Nigerian heritage. They criticize the DeLorean project for accepting and integrating new peoples rather than forcefully subjugating them. And then, there are our prodigal cousins, the Vazan Social Democrats, who hold our same values and have even adopted many of our same rights and iconography, though they persist in rejecting the umbrella of moralism.
For some reason, it's the Social Democrats she sounds most exasperated with.
We don't resent them. It's more that we are disappointed that they have chosen to emphasize certain points of dispute over broad areas of accord.
She speaks of them like a family member she's abandoned hope of ever maturing.
But of course, they also remain dependable partners in a number of centrist governing coalitions. Let us answer your question with a question. Have you ever seen evening fall over the old town of Vesperashi? If you had, then you would remember. It is one of the great wonders of the world, impossible to mistake or forget. The heart of the city, the old town, is a district composed of weathered marble, comprising thousands of columns and arcades arranged around a series of grand plazas. During the day, it's a beautiful sight, equal to any of the great cities of Pericarnassus. But as the sun sets, the shadows cast by those columns and arcades weave together to form an intricate ombre and lattice. When you see it, you suddenly understand. It was all built for you, for this very moment.
The name Advesperaskit means evening comes.
For you, for all of humanity. Not only that, but you, you are also part of that centuries-long plan. When you cross one of the open plazas, your own shadows is effortlessly woven into the great lattice work, a deliberate synthesis of humanity, art, and the natural world. Yes, it is. We grew up there. We have seen the lattice with our own eyes. She was. There are even those who say that at Vesperace it's summoned Dolores Day, or that it was built in preparation for her, centuries before her arrival. That's why the old town is sometimes called the ceremonial heart of humanity. Of course, such a city does not spring from nowhere, nor does it endure without effort. Its construction was the work of many generations, and its preservation is an equally monumental responsibility. About 3,000 years.
She really had that on the tip of her tongue. It's like she has the timeline laid out right in front of her.
It does, doesn't it? And yet, there remains a great deal to be done in that span. We can assure you, it is coming as soon as possible. That's rather optimistic. Though, of course, it depends on the contingencies. You must understand, the moral intern is responsible for ensuring the continuance and flourishing of mankind for the next 3,000 years. The planning division must account for a great many possible outcomes, and fortunately, we have contingency spreads to help guide our decision-making. Of course, there is no one spread that can reasonably account for all these possible events. It's not really our area of expertise, but we can try to explain. Picture a smooth hill made from fresh dirt. Now, if you stand atop this hill and put a glass of water over it, what will happen? Precisamente. We know only that it will run down, but not what course it will take. If we place a rock in the water's path, will it divert to the left or to the right? We cannot say, but we may predict which way it might run in either event. That is the essence of the idea. You might also imagine these spreads as a kind of tree, with every juncture representing a different event. Not exactly. No one can know the future. But with contingency spreads, it is possible to predict what the future realities might reasonably look like. But we shouldn't overstate their importance. They are simply one of many tools used by the moral intern to set policy. That's impossible to say. It may be that Revachol has a great role to play, or no role at all.
But didn't the Wild Pines representative say that Revachol would resolve history?
You must understand, when we speak of contingency spreads, we are talking about the most fantastically complex data visualization human beings are capable of producing, with thousands of events, from elections and wars to natural disaster or scientific miracles, and millions of possible outcomes. It may be the case that, under certain scenarios, Revachol is vitally important, as it was during the collision landings in 08. It may also be the case, in many other equally plausible scenarios, that Revachol is simply another once great city, like countless others throughout history. Perhaps, perhaps not. The world is full of great cities that have resolved the questions of their time. It's even possible the cities that will resolve the questions of the future have not been founded yet. For this reason, responsibility for developing contingency spreads is only assigned to highly trained analysts working with advanced radio computers and a steady supply of drones. Of course, while the content of individual contingency spreads is deeply classified, many degrees beyond our access, everything we have heard from the Provisional Commission indicates that the transition is proceeding according to the appropriate timetable. Well, not yet. Right now, it's more like a simple seed, buried out of sight. Gardeners and lawyers are both essential to a beautiful and well-functioning system, the first phase of democratization. Soon, the people of Revachol will vote for slates of candidates who will make up the Transitional Advisory Council that will oversee the second phase of democratization. The council is modeled after similar bodies developed in a number of transitional democracies. Its role is to devise and shape the future
This is kind of fucking boring, man.
according to local conditions.
People raved about this quest. It's kind of fucking boring.
Local conditions, in this case, referring to incompetence, graft, and violence.
Once elected, council members will even have the opportunity to join one of several officially sanctioned political wings. A very important question. The wings are carefully selected to represent a wide spectrum of political thought. Typically, there's a liberal technocratic wing, a social democratic wing, and even a conservative populist wing. In most cases, the Provisional Council selects them from a cross-section of the local population. Of course, such a situation is not ideal. Our best theoreticians believe that 3 to 5 phases are appropriate for states that lack strong democratic traditions. But we must stress that real democracy is an ongoing process and not simply an outcome. Exactamente.
Liebling, bitte. Ist unser einziges Kind.
Time is running short, officer. I estimate you have time for maybe 2 more questions.
Come again? We're picking up more interference.
So, do I, like, continue, or do I ask the stupid shit?
That's definitely right. We have a very particular view from our observation platform up here. Well, it's rather dark now, but from our portal we can just make out a rolling hillside. We can see the lanterns lining the walkways through a public park. There are a few people on horses by a small pond. The homes and gardens are quite beautiful.
Le Jardin, Stella Marie, Saint-Baptiste. She's looking down on the suburbs of Revachol East.
Ah, that must be. We've only recently been detailed here, so we are still learning the names of all the many districts.
She needs to see you down here. That's the only way she'll really get what you're about.
Martinez. That is to the west, yeah?
What? Can you help me out here? I don't know.
Stand by a moment. We are adjusting our viewfinder. Yes, we are looking at the river now. There are small islands in the middle of it. Interesting. The west of the city looks very different from the east. There's a large motorway dividing it nearly in half. This must be the 881, no? It appears to go on for quite a while. But now we seem to be quite turned about.
Officer, I've held the signal open as long as...
Is everything alright?
Fucked it up.
That's difficult to say. We have a very particular... Well, it's rather dark. There are a...
Le Jardin, Stella Marie.
Ah, that must be.
She needs to see.
Martinez. That is to the west, yes? Stand by a moment. Yes. Interesting. The west of the... Very well. Now, we're looking at an area that seems to be in urgent need of revitalization. Now we see the lake, and around that, a rather vibrant-looking city quarter. There are some large buildings from the turn of the century, we would guess. Yes, this must be the heart of the district. So that is Martinez.
A distended pause. A slight chill of embarrassment. She isn't sure what to say.
Extremely different. we knew there were still parts of Revachol that have not fully recovered from the revolution. But here, the destruction is quite evident, even compared to the eastern side of the city. But what's most striking are the people. They just... we don't even know how to say it. We really couldn't say. That's one of the limits of Vantage. But the whole district does have a very desperate character. And then there's all the tear line about. It's very unpleasant to look at. We're going to widen our viewfinder a bit. Yes, recycling is very important. The Coalition always supports initiatives that promote civic responsibility and mindfulness. A roundabout. Aha! Yes, we see the monument. But there seems to be a man on top of it. That's you. We have to say, that's extremely irregular, Detective. What are you doing on top of the public monument? It must be... Unfortunately, we don't have time to hear it just now. In any event, it is certainly interesting to see you, even from afar. Most of the time, we signalers just have to imagine what our interlocutors look like.
Officer, I've held the signal open as long as I can. Whatever you came here to ask it now.
Is everything all right?
I don't know. Am I supposed to... ask the main question? I guess.
Acknowledged. To reach the committee, all you need to do is fill out the appropriate request form and submit it to the Liaison for Public Affairs. If the liaison accepts your request, you will be invited to address the committee at their next quarterly public hearing. We believe the next hearing is scheduled for July.
She's got to be jerking your chain, right? You can't wait that. This isn't about you. Not really. It may have been at a certain point, but you've let go of that perspective. This is about your responsibility to all of Revachol. Now, take a deep breath. Look upward. You don't have to bear the burden alone.
What? How do you know this? Detective Costeau, this is a very serious claim. Please describe the situation as succinctly as possible. We will forward your summary to the committee.
There's papers rustling in the background. She's clearing her desk, preparing to take notes. There, you've wedged your foot in the door. Now, if you can show the Coalition how much they're needed, they'll have no choice but to intervene.
Please continue. We're listening. We have it. Is there anything else the committee should know?
Oh, that wasn't it. There was more.
Detective, before you answer that, I urge you to weigh your words extremely carefully.
You're not only speaking for yourself. He means to tell you, you're speaking for all of the RCM. What you say now will reflect on all of your half-brothers and sisters.
We're afraid we must ask you to repeat that, Detective Costeau.
Afraid? What is she afraid of? Her tone has shifted. She's no longer herself.
Fuck.
She's reading from a script. Your words have activated some sort of procedure.
Never mind that. All you need to do is repeat what you just said.
Do as she says. There's no other option.
Oh man, I shouldn't have said it.
Acknowledge. Listen very carefully, Detective. We're going to ask you a series of questions. It is imperative that you answer as directly and truthfully as you can. Good. First question. Are you currently in the vicinity of Seraglidi, the North Arcade Islands, or near Pale Offshore Platform in Sulindico? Very good. Next question.
I fucked it up.
Would you describe the phenomenon as internal to the Isola or external to the Isola?
What she means is, actually, you have no idea what those words could mean in this context.
Answer the question, please. Next question. At the time, did you experience sense objects? Yes. Examples may include sound, memory, light. Let's go on. Final question. Were you alone?
Yes, unquestionably, irrevocably alone. You are part of a large family. You are never alone. There's no need to overthink this.
We repeat. Were you alone?
You hear the sound of a page ripping.
Thank you, Detective. Please stand by while we transmit our summary.
A long winter.
I'm not sure how much longer I can keep the signal clear, officer.
Detective Costeau, this is Collision Worship Archer. Please acknowledge. Thank you for standing by. We are authorized to report the Committee of Responsibility for Ravachol has acknowledged and accepted your request. They would like you to address your matter to the committee directly, as their earliest convenience. Remain where you are. Collision Shuttle Laurel is setting a course for your position. They will arrive momentarily. Stand by.
To the southwest, several stars begin to move in unison. The minor constellation of Coalition Shuttle Laurel begins executing a graceful turn, drawn by an invisible wire.
So? They're really coming!
The lieutenant adjusts his microphone and slowly looks up toward you.
Well, what now? You've accomplished your side task. You've contacted Coalition Warship Archer. I suppose what I'm asking is whether we are about to lose you to the Moral intern.
Beneath that surface query, a touch of self-doubt. The lieutenant isn't sure he can solve the murder without you. A little rhyme jingling in your mind's attic. Of the future, of the past, of all that is not made to last. The lieutenant takes a moment to compose his thoughts.
Detective, each of us has our part to play in the world. My part is to solve crimes. I am under no illusion that my role isn't a minor one in the scheme of things. But I embrace it because it's my role, and it's yours too, Detective, whether you accept it or not.
The lieutenant's final words are nearly swallowed by the roar of the aerostatic's main rotors.
Detective Costeau, this is Collision Worship Archer. We have been instructed to inform you that the Laurel arrived at your position. Please acknowledge.
No shit. How are they supposed to hear your acknowledgement over the thundering of their own rotors?
Thank you. The Committee of Responsibility for Rebel has authorized us to offer you an immediate extraction. Do you accept? We are far past that point, Detective. There is only one question now. Are you ready, or are you not?
The roundabout, Martinez North, nighttime. Somehow, the streetlights only make the scene more lonely. You can hear someone retching in a nearby courtyard. The programmer eyes you curiously. She does not understand why you're hesitating. Whatever her misgivings about the Coalition, the fact is that you've summoned an aerostatic with your voice, an achievement she never thought she'd witness. The lieutenant looks up toward you. He starts to open his mouth, then appears to think better of it. He's spoken his piece, he thinks. It's up to you now. You cannot leave. So much hangs in the balance.
Damn, is this gonna end my fucking playthrough? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I just have to know what happens. My guess is that the game just ends and you revert back to your save, which sucks. I have to know. I don't have to redo all of this, but I'll simulate it fast. And this is like his purpose. This is actually way bigger than the murder. This is what I would actually do. Way bigger than the murder. Though it sucks leaving Kim.
Acknowledged. Laurel has initiated the extraction procedure. Stand by.
Marianne hat mir erzählt, dass Oscar nicht mehr derselbe ist, seit auf einem Luftschiff zurück.
Weeks later, no answers about extracted cop. The condition and whereabouts of an RCM officer extracted by a Coalition aerostatic 2 weeks ago remain unknown. The dramatic maneuver witnessed by dozens near the North Roundabout has reportedly increased tensions between the citizens of Martinaise, the RCM, and coalition authorities. Early reports that the lieutenant was investigating entropanetic phenomena along the coast have not been confirmed. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the lieutenant was in Martinaise as part of a murder investigation. A coalition representative declined repeated requests for comment.
Wow, so it ends like that, and they basically killed him. Wow, that kind of sucks. That's crazy. So I'm gonna have to go back and do it again. Oh well, fulfilled.